Hello, glorious lovers. You're welcome to another online tutorial. In today's tutorial, you're going to learn how to make this beautiful trending beret Zara cap. Thank you for staying tuned to Glorious Headwork. Thank you for tuning to my channel. God bless you. Let's go to the tutorial room.
So let's start our tutorial for this trending design. The materials that will be needed are my raw silk fabric, my scissors, measuring ruler, measuring tape, bony, sewable bony. This one is 5 yards. The measurements that I'll be using for the body of the cap is 28 inches on the stretchy part and 20 inches for the length. 28 inches for the width and the length is 20 inches. Now for my band, the measurement I'll be using is 4 inches for the width and 22 inches for the length. The 22 inches is on the stretchy part. So now the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to start work on the body of my cap. So on the 28 inches, I'll fold it into two. I'll fold it into two like this. Then I'll take my measuring tape and my chalk. So the first measurement I will take is 4 inches. I'll measure out 4 inches here like this. Then the next measurement is 1 inch. I'll measure out 1 inch after the 4 inch. Then the next measurement I'll make is 2 inches. So henceforth, after 1 inch, 2 inches, then 1 inches, then 2 inches, then 1 inch, 2 inches, then 1 inch, 2 inches. I believe you understand what I'm trying to do. The first measurement I made is 4 inches. Then after 4 inches, I measure out 1 inch. After the 1 inch, I measure out 2 inches. After the 2 inches, 1 inch, then 2 inches, 1 inch, then 2 inches, 1 inch, then 2 inches. Your 1 inch has to be 4. I just want to use 4 lines. You can use up to 5. Your 1 inch can be up to 5, but I just want 4. So let me count my 1 inch space now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's already 4. So it's just 4 that I want, because I'm using 5 yards of boning. So the next thing, then you take your scissors and just notch it out, so that by the time you want to start sewing, you will know where to sew. So now, for it to be easy for me, the easiest way now, I will take my measuring tape too, and the same measurement I measure out on this side, I'll measure it out on this side and roll it together before I open it up. So look at it again. The first measurement I'll bring out is 4 inches. After 4 inches, I'll bring out 1 inch. After 1 inch, I'll bring out 2 inches. So the only measurement that is different there is the first 4. So henceforth, after 2 inches, 1 inch, then 2 inches. Like I said, your 1 inch has to be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll open it up like this, because I'm going to roll it together. So on this side too, I'll start with my 4 inches. So I just want it to be very, very easy for me. So that is why I'm doing this. So I'll take my ruler and connect the lines together. So I'll just roll it straight. Then I'll come back to show us what's done. So as you can see, I've rolled it out. So this is the first one is 4 inches. The next one is 1 inch. After 1 inch, I measure 2 inches. After the 2 inches, 1 inch, 2 inches, 1 inch, 2 inches, 1 inch, 2 inches. So if you count the number of 1 inch I have here, 1, 2, 3, 4, is 4. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to fold this my 1 inch into 2 like this, and take it to my sewing machine. Then I will sew on the line, making sure the line is equal here. So I'll sew on the line till I get to the end of it. So that is how I will take all my 1 inch like that to sew. I will take all my 1 inch like that to sew. So when I'm done sewing, I will come back to show us the next thing we are going to do. So I'm done sewing it, you can see. So I pick the 1 inch and sew it, so leaving the 2 inches space in between. So now the next thing is on the 4 inches. On the 4 inches, we fold it into 2. The 28 inches, the stretchy part, you fold it into 2 like this, and you get the midpoint. Fold it into 2 like this, then you take your scissors and get the midpoint like this. So this is the midpoint now. This is the midpoint now. So now, because what we want to do now is to fix our band. So this is our band, the 4 inches by 22 inches, 22 inches on the stretchy part. So you fold it into 2 like this and get the midpoint too. So you get the midpoint. So when you get the midpoint like this, you place the midpoint of this band on the midpoint of the body of our turban. Then you pin down. So I'll take it to my sewing machine and stitch them together from one end down to the other end. So you know how we do our normal round band. So that is what I'm going to do. So as you can see, I'm done fixing the band on it. So now the next thing I'm going to do now is to fix my bone into this 1 inch that I've sewn. So take note of this. If you are going to fix your bony, you will leave 1 inch on this edge and 1 inch at this edge. So I'll show you what I'm trying to explain now. So this is my bony. I told us it's 5 yards. So I'll fix from this place like this into the 1 inch. So you have to be careful so that the sharp mouth of the bony will not spoil the fabric we are using. So that's how you keep on moving it. So at this edge that I want to get to, I will just stop at like 1 inch. For example, now this is 1 inch. Before the bony gets there, this is 1 inch. So I will take my pin. If you have a very sharp pin, you should be able to penetrate through your bony. So I'll hold it there. So I'll pull it very well. Then at the end here too, I will leave 1 inch. I'll measure 1 inch here too. So this is where my 1 inch that I've marked. So I'll shift and place down. I'll cut off the excess of my bone like this. So making sure that this 1 inch is removed. So I will pin it down too. So you can see how it is. So now I'll take it to my sewing machine. You can pin down first and fix all your boning, or as you fix the first boning, you take it to your sewing machine and sew down the stitch the boning down on the fabric so that it will not be moving about. So that is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to stitch down my boning on the machine. So see, I've secured my boning on. Take note of it, you have to sew on the boning. That's why you have to use the sewable boning. So the next thing is to take my boning again and I'll fix it into the next one. I'll fix the first one, the second one. So that's how I'm going to fix the boning into it till I get to the fourth one. Remember, I only made 4 lines. So when I get to the last one and stitch it down, I'll come back to show us the next thing to do. So as you can see, I'm done fixing my boning neatly, and I left my 1 inch at the end of each line. So now the next thing now is to close it up. So I will close it up now on the right side. See, this is the right side of it. I'll close it on the band area. This is my band. Remember, my band is 22 inches while the body of my cap is 28 inches. So there will be excess here. So when I'm coming like this from the band, I will come to where the excess is, then continue going down to close all this place up, just the way we close our normal turban cap. So I will close it on the right side and come back to show us what next to do. So as you can see, I'm done stitching it together on the right side. So now the next thing now is I'll turn it to the left side and do my normal sewing again, the way I've sewn it. So all I'm trying to do is just to make sure the inside is neat. So I'll stitch it again from the band down to this place, then down to the end here. So when I'm done stitching it, I'll come back to show us what next to do. So I'm done stitching it again at the back. You can see how neat it is. You will not see any flaking. So now the next thing now is to take my needle and thread, my needle and the matching thread, and start my running stitch, leaving the band. I will not start my running stitch from the band. I'll just start from here down like this, then to this place. All of us know running stitch. Hardly will you see any of our turban cap that you will not do the running stitch at the back. That is what brings out the beauty at the back. So I'll do the running stitch and come back to show us. So as you can see, I'm done making my running stitch, and so I'll turn it to the right side. You can see the way the back is very beautiful, and this place, the back here, really inside and beautiful. So this is it. So now to give it that beret effect, so this is the first line, this is the second line. You can see I try as much as possible to make sure they are together. So this is the first line, this is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth. So the first line, you just hold it like this. At the space in between, when you hold it, you will notice you can place it on top of one another like this, and take your needle and thread and tack it down. So you tack it down. So when I'm done tacking that place, I will take the next one like this. I believe you are seeing, sorry, I'm using a dark fabric. So when you tack the first one down like that, you take the second one too, you tack it, you take the third one and the last one. So this place you can embellish it with anything of your choice. I was tickling this chalk, that was what I used for demonstration. So you can embellish it with anything of your choice. Then this, the front too, you can see because of the 4 inches we left. So I will do that and come back to show us what I've done. So this is it. So this is how it looks like. For this our design, I will embellish it. You can embellish it with anything of your choice. Even this beautiful back, you can still put something at the back to make it beautiful. So I will embellish it. I will place it on the mannequin. This is the end of the tutorial. Thank you for staying tuned to Glorious Edworks. Thank you. God bless you. If you have not joined my Telegram group, please do well to join. I will put the link in the description. I have paid class for the Telegram. The fee is not too much. I have a lot of designs, a lot of tutorials there that is not on YouTube, is on my Telegram. So I have a general Telegram where I put free tutorials, and I have a paid class. So feel free to join my Telegram and my membership class on YouTube. Thank you so much. God bless you. See you in my next tutorial.